Hey, it's me, the guy you're watching. Today we're going over the Season 9, aka Legacy Apex Legends patch notes. I'm going to have images on the screen for you to reference because I'm going to go through this quite quickly because it's so huge. We're going to have 2 custom maps for arenas that have been built from the ground up specifically for Arena. One is called Party Crasher, one is called Phase Runner. Then we're going to have one area from each of the Battle Royale maps that will rotate in and out each week. Valkyrie. Valkyrie's the new legend. To give you a quick rundown, her tactical is basically a mini Gibby ult. Her ultimate is basically a balloon, except your teammates can connect onto you and you can redeploy into the game. And her passive is VTOL Jet, so it's a jetpack that uses fuel as consumption and you need to wait for it to charge back up. We have a new weapon called the Bocek Bow. This is going to be really cool. If you charge this fully and then shoot, you can do 70 damage to the body and 123 to the head. Olympus has an update. It seems quite small on paper, but it's actually going to change the way we play quite drastically. I've heard this and I've seen this. Starter kit. We're all spawning in with a starter kit now. We're going to have a white helmet, a white shield, a white knockdown, 2 cells, and 2 syringes on drop. And the loot pool has changed. There will no longer be white helmets or white knockdowns in the loot pool at all, and white shields will be reduced drastically. Emotes. We got ground emotes now. Every legend's getting an emote to use in the game, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And there's no cheating with it. They've set up an anti-peek system that I'm showing you on screen now, so you cannot see your enemies around corners while doing an emote. Use it sparingly. Low profile characters, Wraith, Lifeline, and Watson will no longer have low profile, which is awesome, no longer have extra damage. Lifeline is getting a nerf buff. She no longer has her shield when she's combat reviving a teammate. However, she can now revive 2 teammates at the same time automatically while still fighting and defending them, which is great. Her heal drone now heals 8 health per second instead of 5 health per second, which is really good. And her care package now guarantees an upgrade to someone on the team no matter what. You will always get an upgrade if you drop that care package in. Octane, his stim has been reduced from 4 seconds to 1 second, which is good, but he now takes 20 HP damage instead of 12 HP. So use it very, very sparingly because that's quite a nerf. And he has increased bullet spread when he's shooting off his launch pad. Loba, her ultimate has been increased from 90 seconds to 120. Definitely justified. And her tactical you can throw her tactical and you can sprint at full speed and then teleport and not be slowed down when you teleport, which is a good buff for Loba. You're going to see a lot more of her. Horizon has had a nerf. Her lift speed is now reduced by 30%. Her side-to-side acceleration is also reduced, and she can only sit at the top of a gravity lift for 2 seconds, and the cooldown has been increased from 15 to 20. Watson's pylons can also destroy Horizon's ability, so that's quite a nerf, but it's definitely justified for Horizon. Fuse, they have acknowledged that he needs a big buff. However, they're doing a quick fix now. He can now shoot 2 knuckle clusters. He can stack them, similar to Bangalore, how she could stack 2 smokes. And his cooldown has been reduced from 25 to 20 seconds. Bangalore had a bug where her smoke was thinned out and you could see through it last season. They have now fixed it and it's back to its normal thickened state. Bloodhound no longer receives assists from using their scan. Crypto drones can now scan and open care packages. And he can no longer hijack other people respawning their teammates. Marksman weapon category. We have a new category of weapons called Marksman, and this will have the Scout, the Triple Take, the 30-30, and the Bocek Bow all within it. Supply drop rotation. The Triple Take is in. The PK is back on the ground. They've both been nerfed and buffed to suit where they've been placed. Fully kitted rotation. We no longer have the 30-30, the Mozambique, the R301, the Spitfire, or the Longbow as gold weapons. We now have the Sentinel, the R99, the Hemlock, the Wingman, and the Bocek Bow. Super keen to try out the gold Bocek Bow. We have 2 new hop-ups. Shatter Caps. It basically turns your single shot weapon into a multi-shot weapon, similar to the Triple Take when it's not choked up, and that'll be available for the 30-30 repeater and the Bocek. We also have Deadeye's Tempo, so this is used for the Sentinel and the Bocek. Basically, if you shoot at that exact moment that you've aimed down sight on the Sentinel, or the exact moment that you've charged up your Bocek Bow, your fire rate will increase. Hammer Points and Skull Piercer have been removed to make room for these other 2, but they'll be back in the future potentially. Assault Rifles have been nerfed. They have lower headshot damage now. The Peacekeeper has been nerfed back to what it was before it was in the care package with slight changes. The Triple Take has been buffed to make it more viable in the care package. The Havoc has been buffed as well. It is now easier to control the recoil at the start of shooting. The Spitfire has been nerfed. It'll have more recoil when you start shooting. We should see a lot less of them. 30-30 has had increased leg damage. It's also got a faster movement speed while aiming outside. Same with the G7. The G7 has had a nerf in terms of its hip fire spread is now a lot less accurate, so you can't just hit scan while hip firing. The Longbow has had a headshot multiplier increased, and the wingman as well. They've both gone from 2 to 2.15 to make up for no skull piercer in the game. To make up for no hammer point in the game, the Mozambique now shoots 6 shots instead of 4, and the lower 2 pellets are closer in, so you'll do a lot more damage and more consistently with the Mozambique. And the P2020 has had increased bullet damage from 15 to 18. However, the fire rate has been lowered from 8.5 to 6.25. So that's a bit of a nerf buff for depending on who you are and how quick you can trigger finger. Arc stars, when you stick someone with an arc star, they no longer get slowed, so they can still aim and move at their normal speed. Quality of life, our badges are now categorized within certain categories when you open them up in the lobby. When you're looting death boxes, you can now see your teammates' health while you're looting in a much easier way. And challenges can now be favorited. So you can favorite certain challenges so that when you're in game, you can open up the map and you can see these challenges and know what you're tracking. The ring has had an update. Ring 4 and Ring 6 will now have less time before they start coming in. However, they come in slower. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. I try to get through this as fast as I can. Let me know if you like me going through this fast or if you'd like me to slow it down or break it up into multiple videos next time. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Fuck! Damn it. Well, someone's still drinking.
I think Sylphie's. Okay, I understand.
Another drink, Sylphie.
Oh, look at that damage! He kills still.